Good afternoon, friends. You're on the Crypto Deal channel, and we have a new episode, and this week turned out to be unexpectedly eventful. Ethereum is once again in the spotlight. The hamster has suddenly come back to life. We'll break down why meme coins are stagnating and what new law could change the entire crypto market. All the crypto news of the week in one episode. Now, let's take a look at what interesting things I've prepared. Ethereum turned out to be more profitable than Bitcoin. If 10 years ago, two people had each invested $10,000 in Bitcoin and Ethereum, today the Bitcoin holder would have about $640,000, while the Ethereum investor could have made as much as $2,170,000. In other words, over this period, Ethereum has grown more than 3 times compared to Bitcoin. And this is especially interesting in the context of the fact that in recent years, Ethereum has often been declared dead and called a dying project. But it turns out that the numbers speak for themselves. Vitalik Buterin presented a roadmap for the future of Ethereum, and this week we were shown the plan for Ethereum up to the year 2030. And the goal is simple: to make Ethereum cheaper, faster, and more convenient. As always, the developers promise to significantly reduce fees, speed up transaction confirmations, and improve the network's security. And the next major update is already expected in the second half of 2026. And all of this is a pretty good signal for Ethereum. Hamster Kombat suddenly came back to life and almost doubled, but there are some nuances. I think you remember the hamster, and in just one day it managed to double, and within another day the trading volume surged almost tenfold. And at first glance it might seem like the project is coming back to life, but as it turned out, the reason was $4,000 that one trader invested in the coin, and that was enough to almost double the price immediately. And unfortunately, this doesn't indicate a revival of the project, but rather that the liquidity is so low that even small purchases can significantly move the price. So for now, this looks more like a random spike than a comeback. Especially if you look at the chart over the entire period. 7 out of 10 meme coins disappear on the very first day after launch. CoinGecko studied almost 19 million meme coins created through Pump.fun, and the statistics here are pretty harsh. Almost 70% of tokens stop trading on the very first day after launch. And if you include in these statistics the projects that manage to last more than a day, then it's a full 80%. In other words, most new meme coins are born and die on the same day. And the reason is quite simple. Any school kid can create a meme coin at home, and it only takes them a few minutes. That's why out of millions of launches, only a handful survive. And if your meme coin doesn't make it, it's not a problem. You can just create the next one, and so on. What's happening with altcoins? If you're holding altcoins, the situation remains difficult. About 84% of all altcoins on Binance are currently below their 200-day average price. Simply put, most have been in a downtrend for several months already. The good news is that in past cycles, after such prolonged periods of market weakness, there were sometimes powerful rallies. But when exactly this will happen, no one knows. So all that's left is to wait for the next alt season. The US is changing the rules of the game. In the US, the Clarity Act, which I talked about in the last crypto news, continues to move forward. Its goal is to finally establish clear rules for how the crypto market operates. And it is this law that will determine which crypto companies will be able to operate in the US. If the law is finally passed, everyone will feel the consequences. They have started testing the new Pocket app. There, you'll be able to create mini games literally from a text description. All you need to do is write out your idea, and artificial intelligence will assemble the game itself. And this is especially interesting in the context of everything happening right now in the Web3 market. Meanwhile, Trump made the most net profit from crypto in 2025. And finally, of course, don't forget to join our community and write in the comments what topics you're waiting for in the next episode and which coins you expect to grow. That's where we'll wrap things up. See you soon. This isn't goodbye.